which can accommodate the new tool. Next we come to the how-to part, how to integrate. So if we all agree that yes, integration is required, it saves us a lot of time, it reduces rework, it lets us go faster to the market, it improves our quality, then the next question is how to integrate. So there are three options available. One is point-to-point integration, another is single vendor integrated tools, and the third is an integration platform. So coming to the first one, point-to-point integration. So this allows us to choose the best of breed tools. It can come from any vendor, but the integration code is handcrafted between pair of tools. This is often done by the company themselves, or they use a third-party integrator to do that. Whereas the single vendor integrated tools option, it provides all the tools, the IDEs, the other requirement management tool, test management tool, all these things are coming from one single vendor. The problem here is that you lose the ability to choose the best of breed tools. So any single vendor cannot provide you all the best tools for all the application areas. But if you are using the second option, you will have to stick to the tool that this vendor suggests and has the integration with the other tools. Moreover, each integration is based on the vendor's guideline or how the vendor thinks you should work. You cannot accommodate your own business rules over there. And the vendor in this case does all of the integration. And the third option is integration platform. So this allows you a mix of tools from different vendors. You can choose the best of breed tools from each of the separate vendors. You can have adapters or connectors to these tools. They will connect you to the middleware. In this case, the vendor, the customer, or a third party can develop the adapters or connectors with available open APIs. And a bus architecture can be used for flexibility and reduced complexity. So I'll come to the bus architecture in the next slide. So this is, I've gone to the next slide, which shows a diagram of an enterprise service bus on the left hand side and a point-to-point custom integration scenario on the right hand side. Over here on the right hand side image, you see that there is a complete mess of integration flows between all the 10 tools. If point-to-point integration is done between 2 tools or 3 tools, it is fine, it can be maintained. But when we go beyond that, when we come to 3 or 4 or say 5+ tools, it becomes very difficult to maintain the code, especially with the versions of these tools constantly keep changing. And if one of the versions change, you have to make changes to code from, I think, 9 code units have to be changed so that you can maintain the relation with the other 9 tools. Whereas on the left hand side, in the ESB structure, you just need to change the adapter which was communicating with that particular tool. Everything else remains the same. And if you have to introduce a new tool in this system, just remove one of the adapter boxes and put in the new adapter for this new tool. The business rules, you don't need to change them. They are all configured in the enterprise service bus. So what is the Coware solution